So basically, speaking of who didn't make the cut, that would be my guy that I chose terribly. Wesley Bryan took a big old dump on me this week. Shot a really horrid first round. I don't know what he was up to on the first. Just didn't do anything that I thought. Bad pick for the week.
Hey,
No
Wrong
knock to him,
clubs.
wrong
Nah,
clubs.
he's
You
a
know,
good little player for
Caddy
sure.
was out with diarrhea. I don't know, whatever excuse it is.
He was
wasn't a good
listening
day.
to the podcast and was listening to your
You
putting,
got
you know,
him too
technique.
amped up.
And,
He's not that guy, dude.
yeah,
He's not that
that
guy.
guy.
It was just he's one of us. One of
One of
us.
us.
One of you know, he's going out there shooting some dog shit. That's all.
That's it.
Shout out to him. The fade of the week this
He's
week.
at least playing in these things.
Oh, good.
Yeah, welcome boys. Good Lies Golf. Yep.
Another week. Let's do this thing, baby.
Yep.
Another
let's
day,
do it.
another dollar, huh, sure? Sounds like you're
Another day, another dollar.
got a lot
Yeah, I'm
on your
churning
plate,
butter
Mike.
on the side. Yeah, doing a lot of butter churning. Side hobby. Really selling it on the marketplace, farmers markets and whatnot. It's really going
Facebook
well.
Marketplace, your churned butter, Sherm's butter.
He's treading in heavy cream right now. He's waiting for it to turn into whipped
Yeah, they're
cream.
calling me Tabitha. But I don't know. Yeah.
Chasing
But-
it, chasing it.
Yeah, I'm chasing the
Well,
dream over here.
Patty, what's the course look like up there? I mean, I know you're in the kitchen,
Oof,
but what's the
it's
course
mint in the
grooming up
kitchen,
to be
man.
right
You know
now?
me. I gotta take my laps, you know, here and there, just to act like I'm really just right around here. Get a coffee, get the casual say hello, and get the extra long walk around the outside just to make sure
Yeah.
everything's still looking
Gotta
tight.
catch
It's
the
beautiful.
views.
Yeah, we still gotta wait for some things to come in. You know, like everything's cut down pretty low right now, so
Yeah,
cattails and everything like that. I gotta wait to grow back. But I mean, other than that, it's mint. I don't even know how they do it
It's
sometimes.
pure. We're right down the street from East Hampton Golf Club, and it's immaculate right now. Just driving past it, just
Yeah.
seeing like the rolling hills of it, and just rolling.
Been getting the right
paths.
amount of
It's-
rain and the right amount of sunlight. Right
I mean,
amount. It's just
Sherm loves
perfect.
rolling. You know what I mean?
Rolling,
Hey, rolling. Hey, that's
Wah!
out there. Bringing it back, dude.
Bringing it back.
2000s. Remember that song on the bus when you thought you were the shit? You just put that song on the headphones with the little CD player, and if the
Man.
bus bumped too much, it would like fuck your CD up, and you'd skip. You'd
I'd
up
be
there
doing the
stuck.
Degeneration X.
I was listening to Tupac.
Brendan was in Georgia listening to Tupac, apparently.
Oh, love, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Alright. So are you getting out there though, Patty, at all?
Oh, yeah. I played the last few days. I had the last 2 days off, so
Ooh,
did
back to
Sag,
back.
Poxy. Yeah, just 9 and 9 though. Nothing crazy. Got some friends out in town. A couple people here and there checking up,
Dusting
catching up
the
with some
game
people.
off.
Yeah, dusting the game off.
Yeah.
Really, it's been nice. Everything's been kind of pulling right for me. I like 30 yards,
I mean,
which is
you've been pulling right since you were born, haven't you?
I don't understand. So I mean, I got to straighten that out. I'm not sure if it's in the shoulders or the legs, but I mean, once that gets dialed in, everybody's in for trouble.
Yeah.
That putter's
Yeah.
putter's on fire.
Well,
still.
you better pick it up
Control
quick
that
because
thing.
we're gonna
Oh,
start
yeah.
playing some rounds and
Oh,
start
yeah.
putting some quiche on it, and you better have the dough, dude. It's
Come
gonna be
on,
a
brother.
serious summer.
I ain't playing if it ain't no money involved.
Monopoly money. We don't
Monopoly,
endorse
oh, yeah.
gambling
Of course.
at all.
Until you get that
Ever.
FanDuel sponsorship.
Yeah, until we get sponsored by FanDuel, then we're gonna love that. Yeah,
Right.
all the time.
But yeah, man, it's been nice. Weather's been great, 60s, it's perfect.
It's been beautiful golf
Beautiful.
weather, honestly.
Yeah.
Just perfect
Oh,
days.
man.
Even rainy days is kind of just foggy. You'd still get out there. We went after the rain the other day, and it didn't affect anything, and it was still great golf.
Yeah, nobody around. I'm playing 2 balls all day long.
Yeah. As long as
Just
it's
get my
not
reps in.
like an absolute downpour, and it's not freezing cold, like I'm down to play in the rain for sure. You know what I mean? Sometimes
yeah.
it's nice when it's that like nice little mist, but it's like 75, 80 degrees. Like,
Well, the summer, the rain is fine because, like you said, the heat and the
Yeah.
humidity, it's all sticky anyway. So it's like when it starts raining, it's a little nice almost. You know?
yeah.
Sherman's the only one made out of sugar, man.
My
I'm
golf
not
swing
melting out
has
here.
been sweet. You better be careful.
I'll
Golf
be out
swing's
there with
been-
some landscaping gear on.
I've been doing some cool stuff out there on the golf course. I'll tell you, not
You've been doing
scoring-
tricks?
Not scoring well. Well, yeah, you could call it tricks. The magic I've been hitting. I've been hitting crazy flop shots like out of the woods and all sorts of weird
But
shots.
what about the shot that got you in the woods?
Well, that shot's fine. It got me there, dude. I'm by the green. I'm just in the
No,
woods.
that's where I'm comfortable from.
Hey, man, if I'm cruising and I'm like, up by the green a little bit and I'm in the woods, I could chip it out of there. Come on. Give me
And
some
I
Not a
got
bang.
there on
problem.
purpose.
Not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, it's and off the tee, I've been so well that like I've been hitting so well that I've been really excited about that because really that was the struggle of my game for the last year was getting off the tee properly and going over 180 yards every time, 200 yards every time.
Yeah, they
Now
got a pill for that, you know.
it's a clear it's a clear 200 yards now every time with my driver, and it's clean, it goes straight, it's not crazy, and if I do slice, it's not enough to ruin my shot like it used to.
Still
So
finding the fairways.
grip changed, and that helped, and definitely the weight transfer, thinking about that helped, and just kind of using those two steps and just always thinking about it every time I play now. Now that weird grip that felt weird a month ago doesn't feel weird anymore. So all of a
And now you're
sudden
That's
not
after
good.
thinking
four
about the
rounds,
Islanders either, so your mind is more focused. You're
Yeah,
there. You're good. You're
yeah.
clear. You know, you
Take it
got
off
some of
your
that negativity.
shoulders. Take it
Yeah,
off your
yeah,
shoulders, man. Lighten
yeah.
it
It's
up.
okay, bud. It's all right. Now you can think about golf now, you know?
yeah, that was great. The
Yeah.
Islanders did really
It's
well there in
cool.
the
It's all right,
playoffs.
bud. It's cool, man. Hey, listen, happens to the best of us.
Yeah, what about next year, man?
That was a roller coaster. Just way to be like the best team in hockey for the last 3 weeks of the NHL, and then just
Shit the bed. Yeah.
yeah, that was
Hmm.
crazy.
That
Tough.
happens.
Tough to see
That
that.
happens.
And then the Cavaliers, just taking a whapping from the Boston Celtics tonight. So I
That
don't
was
know.
a that
Getting
was a beating,
spanked.
huh?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's
You're
going on
really
here.
down bad right now, bro.
Down
I don't know.
bad,
Mets doing bad too?
hurting. No, I'm not betting on anything. We're not doing any of that. No betting from the heart. We don't
No,
do
I
that.
said, are your Mets doing
Oh, Mets,
bad?
aside from that weird sweep we had from I think the Rays or whoever it was the last week or whatever, we're doing okay now. A little
All right,
bounce
all right,
back.
all right.
There's
We were
only
You
a
got
good.
to check on
thousand
you got
more
mental
games
health, man. You
left.
got to check on the homies, man, when all their teams are doing bad. You know,
No, it's okay.
don't be that guy.
I'm a
If you know any
seasoned
Islanders fans out there, check on those
Sherm
guys.
gets tight. He
I'm a
gets tight.
seasoned guy, man. Come on. I'm a seasoned loser of all the sports teams here.
Oh
We're an
man,
underdog team squad. We're Mets, Jets, Islanders. We're
Even
gonna
when Sherm wins, he feels like he loses. Like LeBron winning, in
That
that
was a
Cleveland.
very
mentality.
specific circumstance, and that was very particular. And I think a lot of people felt the same way I did. I don't think I was alone there. I think there was tens of thousands and thousands of others that felt the same.
We
Maybe a
don't
million,
want it.
maybe a cool million.
Yeah, we like the
Send
championship.
it
Thank you,
back.
LeBron, but you're still a crybaby and whatever.
You got all the money in the world, man. Let that boy
Uh,
cry.
mad funny. Mad funny, man. Yo, I got out there this weekend too. I was
Where'd you
What's the
pumped.
go?
It
weather
was
like
my
where you're
first
at?
time since Muirfield, since the big stage.
What's the weather
I
like at home for you right now? What's temperature
It's
wise?
been pretty nice. I mean, we're getting storms tonight, but it should be pretty nice tomorrow. I think like mid 80s or
Oh
so
yeah,
tomorrow,
you're doing
sunny.
nice, and that's hot. That's nice.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's still fluctuating. We're getting down though where the lows are like now picking up into like the 60s, so it's like pretty nice now, at night.
Nice.
But for golf weather, man, it is primo, dude. We
Fine, man.
got out there early bird gets the worm. We got out there at like 7:20 tea time on Sunday. Just let it rip. But dude, it's nice, man. It's nice getting some of those early tea times. It's brutal getting up, but once you get
I'm
out there,
taking my
man.
second dump by then, bro. I'm in the kitchen early, man.
Oh
Scrambling
shit.
eggs,
You're
man. We're in there
prepping, huh?
That's
5:45, 6 o'clock, bro.
I
Talk
like
about
the
early.
idea. I like the idea of going early and really doing that. I don't do it enough, and I should do it more often because I am mostly up at that time anyway. I
Get
just
the
don't hit the
endorphins
ball.
going, bro. The body, the mind, bro.
Dude, yeah, man. I mean, once you get there, dude, it's yeah, you're hitting the course and it's fresh and like it's just waking up like you are.
Yeah,
It's nice, man. It's
yeah.
nice.
It's a
Uh,
different ball game when you do it. And sure, I was with you
yeah,
guys when we with Zach that one time. That was early too. And
Yeah,
We look at seven something tea time. That was pretty
nice
early.
seven
It's a good
something in
day though.
Montauk is
It's a
beautiful.
good day. Yeah. It's different,
yeah,
man. It's different. Like you said, it's a different vibe when you get out there, that
yeah.
early.
Yeah, you're hitting the range. You're the only crew on there. Just you and the two other dudes that I was playing with. Just ripping balls and taking our time. It was like one of those situations where like for whatever reason you thought it should have been busy, but it wasn't. Like to start that early, And they were just like, yeah, whenever you're ready, jump on. So, hit a couple balls, hit a few putts, 721 ripped around, and bam, we were off and running. But I struggled, to start. I hit a good drive off the tee, hit the fairway, kind of shanked the next one. It was a slow start. Lost like 4 or 5 balls on the front nine, three
Wow.
putt, shot a 48. But on the back nine, I felt like I started to really hone in. I played pretty well aside from just like a couple hiccups and a 3 putt on 18, but shot a 42 on the back. So I easily could have,
Not bad.
cleaned it up. And, I felt positive about it.
As long as you're not out
That's
there,
positive.
struggling, you're enjoying the day,
No,
man. You can't
dude,
complain.
it was tough conditions. It was odd because like we got a shit ton of rain the day before, and I went in there thinking it was going to be like slow putting, greens are going to be super soft, and it was quite the opposite, dude. It played super firm, and like there were multiple times that I thought I hit a good shot. I remember on the eighth hole, hit a perfect tee shot right down the middle of the fairway. It was a par four, had about 170, 175 into the green. Hit a pretty good 7 iron. I just pulled it maybe like 3 yards left of the pin, but it was like a left, placement pin. So it hit the green, but just took a huge hop and like landed in this tall ass grass to the point where like it was one of those situations where I get there not sure if I'm going to be putting or chipping,
Yeah.
and then I find out, well, shit, it's not on the green, it's not on the back of the green, and it's like up in this bank, tall ass, thick grass. Takes me like 3 minutes to find the ball. Then I'm like, shit, okay, I need this club to hit this ball because it's so damn deep. Go get the club, come back, and then I'm like, fuck, where the fuck the ball? Where's the ball?
Yeah.
Like,
You got to mark it first.
yeah, dude, it's so damn deep. But
You
I
got to bring
mean,
those little landscaping flags with
Right.
the.
yeah.
What are the
Uh,
odds I'm going to find this
right.
twice?
And I was like, fuck, dude. And then now I gotta hit this. I like take a practice swing and I like
There's
don't
guys
even get at,
behind you.
yeah, like can't even get like half the way down on my practice swing. I'm like, how am I gonna hit this ball? But take a full yank at it and I hit it like 3 feet and it dribbles onto the putting surface and then I'm putting. I'm like, that was one of my best shots of the
Save the
day though.
day.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just
Save the
like
day.
somehow getting it out of there and like, yeah, I might have like doubled the hole or something, but like the ability to keep the ball in play and like keep it moving. Like I
It's
was
the only
proud of
thing.
that all day.
It's the only thing that brings you back to golf
Yeah,
nearly every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I
Is one
But
of
start
those
treating those
shots.
shots like
we're
live.
building. We're building.
It's like it's got to be a certain amount of money involved. Like this is a $3.25 shot right here, according to this round.
Yeah,
I
right.
bring we're playing a $20 round. This is a
For me,
$3.
it's a good clear contact. Like if I get a good clear rip with like a 5 hybrid or something where I can just hear the ping and it just whistles in the air, it's dead straight, it flies. That's my like feeling
Right
that gets
over
me
the green.
going back. I don't even care. I don't even care if it goes over the green. If I got great contact like that, it could fucking whistle right over the green. I don't give a shit. I'll figure it out later. But at least I
Yeah,
got good
yeah.
contact and that was a great swing. Like
Right.
I'll build off that. I don't care about missing the green. And at this point, I'm like in the way of myself with I need to work on my chipping and wedge game anyway. So
Sure. Yeah.
me going past the green doesn't scare me because I kind of need to be better. So like and I'll give myself the
Yeah.
extra
You
time.
got to put the putter down and just pick up those degrees and the wedges, man. And
Well, I need
even
an
if you don't want
approach.
to, you just got to do it.
I
Right.
need an
Mhm.
approach wedge as
No,
well.
just sure, because Sherm loves to putt from like 80 out, right? He's like, I'm
I
like,
I'm a
bro.
mean,
Texas
yeah,
wedge
certain
master.
course. Like, yeah, come on. But not every course. You gotta
Yeah. You better chip
mold the
that
game
thing.
a little bit.
Chip
Like
that thing,
Montauk,
man.
you can't really do that, even though I've done it a lot and I've nailed some crazy shots there with the Texas wedge. It's so hilly and the undulation and all that, so you don't want to be putting from any kind of distance. You want to be chipping everything, but there's a lot of obstacles. So, you fuck up, you hit in the sand. Montauk is looking pure right now. I have to say, it really looks beautiful. And man, I want to start golfing there weekly, basically
Oh
for the
yeah.
rest of the year,
Yeah.
but it's expensive. It's to do that every week, whereas Sag Harbor is almost half the price.
Right.
So
Get
yeah,
that sponsorship up,
I
man.
know.
Write
We
that
we
off.
need more
Tax
courses
right.
for the
Write that
people.
off.
Yeah, and more courses for the people in the Hamptons would be great because there really isn't a lot of options besides those three. And then if you want to drive, an hour in the summertime, you can go to Indian Island. Me and Anthony play there quite often.
It's nice spot.
It's nice. They got Kenny's on the Green in there. It's like a little nice little food spot, little
Wings
bar
and
outside,
things.
wings and things. That's where me and Brendan tried to play and we
Try
got
to,
burned
man.
out. Yeah.
We
Yeah, you got
tried.
the creeks over there too. It's not bad.
Yeah, I didn't take him in all those, but yeah, there's other spots around, and we're excited for the Hamptons summer golf because everybody else goes to, good courses, and we're just stuck on our little munis, but nobody really bothers you. It does get really busy, and that's the only thing I'll say is that the courses fucking fill up because there aren't so many options.
Yeah,
But Montauk's a zoo,
it's math.
basically. You can't get a tee time. You have to book a week in advance, basically, and you might get lucky. So you
That's how
just
you
have
know
to
you're gonna
wait.
golf. You gotta book it in advance, man. You gotta stay like a couple of weeks ahead so you always know, man. I haven't golfed in a week. Make the trip, make a date with a few guys. So now you're like, all right, I'm locked in. Now you can't back out. It's like sometimes you get busy
Right,
and
right.
tied up and you forget, but you gotta save some time for yourself, man.
And there's no
Yeah.
Summer's not that
cancellation
long.
rates too. There's no cancellation fees if you cancel within like, a certain amount of days, because it frees up the tea time. So you can always just book one every week and always kind of have a tea time reserved and then try to see which one of your buddies can make that tea time. And then if you gather two friends or three friends, then boom, you're out. But if they're
Right.
like, oh, we're busy that week or whatever, then you can just cancel the tea time. So there's no harm, no foul. Somebody else like me picks up those tea times all the time. That's how I get last minute spots is from guys like that who just, their crew bails or whatever. You go in, swoop up that spot. But that's really the
Yeah.
only time I can golf in the summer is when I kind of sit there like a hawk the night before and snatch that tea time from the morning that, nobody wanted or somebody like threw away or something happened.
Sherm's just out there on like multiple golf club like waiting lists.
Yeah, I'm just waiting at Augusta.
4 screens set up in the place.
Sherm's trying to
They
be
told me
that
I'm a
dude
maybe
at
at Augusta.
yeah. Sherm's trying to be that dude at Augusta, the member at Augusta that fills
Oh my
in for the
god.
Masters. If it's an odd number that year.
I got the
That's
Groupon. No, I got the Augusta's
He's got
Groupon. So
the Augustus, the Augustus
yeah,
Groupon.
what remind that's kind of funny because like what was like a thing out here, like they use open table for reservations for like
Yeah,
restaurants.
yeah,
yeah, how
yeah.
people were
So
booking the
yeah,
yeah.
people would pre-book like you'll book like let me get a dinner for 4 at every restaurant here on July 4th and you already booked so then people will be
Yep.
like and you book for 7 or 8 and even if you show up or not but you just keep it available so like, just in case and
Yeah.
then they have enough money that they don't care about the cancellation fees so they just want to make sure that if we decide to go here we keep that open. I'm like that's pretty wild. Like you'll call up 8 people and end up going to one. I'm like picture doing that with golf like all the time. I'm gonna book all these tee times, and then whichever one's available. At
Well,
least I got
that's what
one.
they tried to crack down on. There's systems
Yeah.
Crazy.
out there that like auto book nice clubs and Pebble
It's
Beach and things like
crazy,
that. So they
dude.
had to crack down on their systems. Like they talk about that on YouTube,
Yeah,
like
it's like
different golf channels.
wild. It's
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
golf brokers out in LA.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real
Bunch
thing.
of Korean banks and shit like that buying up the spots and
Sherm's buying up the Montauk
yeah.
Downs tee
I'm just
times and he's
buying up the
selling
tea
them
times,
on
selling them on the
Instagram.
highway, just like with a sign.
Don't
Golf
do
tea
it, man.
times.
Don't do it, man. That's a dangerous business, man.
Oh god,
Scalping
nobody's golfing in
Deserves
tickets.
Montauk
involved.
without me. You got to go through me.
Yeah. No, it's great. And honestly, I'm really excited to play some golf and start playing all the time. And we said this, a few months ago. It was all kind of winter time. Now it's here. The weather's here. Bees everywhere. Holy shit. I don't know about you guys. I just see bees all around all the time. They're flying. So they're out and about.
Do you,
It's spring.
dude? Do you like really relate to the movie Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal?
That's hilarious. I'm
Like,
very
is that you,
Sherman.
Sherm?
Everything is just like he's
Well,
like
no, fucking bees. When you walk outside the house and your whole house has plants around it, it's fucking nuts, man. You go out to your car and they're fucking coming at you.
You're
Sherman's
like
like
the
it's like
dude
there's
from
5
Bench
people and it's
Warmers.
like they're all just going after Sherm. Sherman's like, why are they coming after me?
Dude, bees for some reason. I don't know if it's the hair color. They think I'm a flower.
Oh
Whatever it
shit!
is, man. It's
You're
what it
like
is.
the brother from Bench
Oh,
Warmers that's afraid of the sun. He's like
Jesus
hiding in the
Christ.
closet and shit.
Or just bees. It's pretty reasonable fear when you're allergic.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be getting bitten up. Allergic or
Pretty
not.
reasonable fear when you have an allergy, but
When they could easily kill you.
yeah, with
Like,
Brendan, he doesn't. He's from Ohio, so it takes him a little while to get there.
Everyone drives, you start walking towards your ball, then you look back, Sherman's just on the floor.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
just the killer bee sitting
Oh,
there. No, that would be the worst, man.
the
I wouldn't
bee's
even mess
like
around.
teabagging him.
I don't know what you guys are thinking of. You guys are perverts and
Oh, man.
weirdos. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh no, I'm
Uh,
not messing around though. You get into like a hornet's nest, or you smack the wrong tree. Oh man,
they'll
I
fuck
try
you
not
up,
to hit the
man.
trees.
I've never seen a bigger hornet's nest in my life than on Sag Harbor Golf Course on hole 4. There was a giant hornet's nest in this tree. So when you came off the tee, basically, if you shanked it and had a bad shot, hit like a low stinger, which a lot of people did off that tee because it's kind of like a high tee box over a street and then into your fairway. So it's kind of like you're hitting down anyway. So it kind of is that weird thing. If you tee off weird, you will hit a low stinger.
Yeah.
And yeah, that hornet's nest was no joke. When you hit that tree, you had to go kind of over near that. Fuck that. All you
No.
heard it from
No.
50 feet away. You could hear the zzz.
Yeah, man.
No.
That's the
Not for
stinger right
me.
there.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that kind of lunch. That's not nice.
I mean, bees or gators? Where would you rather be at? Florida down there messing with them gators, or you rather get stung by them
At least
bees?
gators
I'll
you can
take the bees,
see.
man.
They're huge.
He's like,
Not if you're in the water.
I'm not going in the water in Florida to find my ball. What are you, crazy? I'm not dumb.
Oh man.
I'm
I
not
thought we
ending
were
up like
just talking
Chubbs.
about being in their environments, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not ending up like
Or
Chubbs.
to me, the wild is the kangaroos, man. Like they be fighting golfers, man. Like those videos are the best. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Can you want to talk about crazy? Crazy was our boy missing that fucking chip for a bogey. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. It's brutal. I mean,
Oh
come
god.
That
on,
is
playing
tough.
some us
That's
golf
tough.
out there to lose you some money in a tournament. Damn, that was brutal to
Yeah,
watch.
that
I
hurts.
mean,
Let's talk about that.
let's
I mean,
Sherman's
talk.
like, man,
what
I could
else
have
is
hit
there to
better than
say?
that.
It's brutal.
I think I
Brutal.
just covered it, but
That
yeah,
was
that was it.
it. I mean,
Oh
everyone else
god.
already talked about it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Wow.
that was a wow moment for sure. I mean, oh,
I mean, just think about the nerves though. Like the nerves that you have just playing with your boys. Now
Yeah. Yeah.
you're like finally in that position. I mean, all you got to do coming down 18 is just, par out and, that's tough. Sitting, just below those bunkers and in that thick rough and all you got, you got to chip it on, make a putt with
Hey,
thousands of people watching. Like,
sounds
fuck,
good.
dude. I can't even talk about it. I can't
Yeah.
even make it through the sentence.
Oh
and
man.
and Anthony's boy comes in, swoops for the win.
Try
I
to tell
mean,
you, man. I
you
smelt
know,
it. I
Chef
he
just
him.
didn't he didn't call for the win. You didn't call him for the win, but you
I
did say he
had
was
yeah,
gonna.
I thought he made top 20, but hey,
Yeah,
he got to the top of that 20.
he got to the
There
top
it
of
is.
that 20, dude. He took your 20 and raised you 20.
He was not joking, man. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
that was yeah. Shout out to Taylor Pendrith. He came
Yeah.
out and boom.
Shout out, shout out Norin too. I mean, he hung in there
Yeah,
all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Warren.
lot. Yeah. Only
Yeah,
person that's pretty much out of this one was Sherman.
yeah. Again, no shout out for Wesley Bryan. You faded me. Thank you. Not
Let you
good.
down. Let you
Let me
down.
down. Don't let me down. He did.
He
So
did. He
he
let
definitely
me all the way down.
all the way down. So
Oh
hopefully I don't
man,
get let down
stunted
this
your
week
growth.
though. This week's more fun. We have the Wells Fargo big ass purse. Why is it such a big purse? I don't know because it's sponsored by a bank, I think. But um
Makes
signature
sense.
event, Charlotte, North Carolina, Quail Hollow,
Yeah.
famous golf club, George Cobb design back in the 60s and par 71, I think it's let me see, 7,558 yards. So it's a
Dude, it's a
doozy.
big boy.
It's a doozy, it's a big boy. And
That's a big boy.
little mixture, Bermuda, basically Bermuda everything, little ryegrass on the fairways. And Wyndham Clark was our guy in last year that we remember. That was his big win, set the record with a 265. So
Yeah, that was a
you
high
know
finishing
that was
score. Yeah.
that was Diesel. We all remember that.
We
Four
also
strokes
got
ahead.
we also got to remember though, like it hasn't consistently played at Quail Hollow just because there was the President's Cup and whatnot last few years.
True,
So
true. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get
um,
it
Meaning
twisted.
this tournament. Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But but it is a big boy course, and I do like Wyndham for this course because I mean it
Love,
requires
love.
I mean,
long
he's the top
driving,
ranking
long
player
iron to
coming
the
into the
ball.
tournament. So
Big favor. He's a big
I
dog.
mean,
Hey,
he's a
hey,
big game
hey,
hunter too.
hey. I
Let me
mean,
tell you
come on.
something.
Hey,
The guy likes
the
to
guy's
play.
got it. The guy's got it.
is this finally the week where we see our boy Xander come down with a win? Is this his time? I think this is his kind of vibe. I think this is his course. I think he's kind of ready, and he looks like he's set up for it. I don't know.
I'm
Could
rooting
be
for
interesting.
Fleetwood to finally snag something, man, and get to the
That
top of
would
the
be dope.
leaderboard for one, man.
That would be dope.
I can already say
Both
that
of
probably
those would be
plays top
dope.
10, top 20, but I mean, let's see if he can get to the top and actually
Fleetwood would be a
finish.
sleeper this week because he's kind of back in the rankings, and people aren't really looking at him. So that would be a
Exactly.
nice. People would be a nice little. That'd be a nice little pick. So
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah,
He
they're
could
kind
use
of
a nice
sleeping
check.
on him because he had a little bit of an off week at the at Harbor Town. Wasn't up to snuff, wasn't up to standard, but
And
I'd
3 wood
go
wasn't
back to
cutting
him.
it.
I'd go back to him though.
Yeah.
I like him, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks. Ludwig's not going to be in it this week. He got a knee injury, which is
Ooh.
brutal.
Interesting.
Which is
Hard
brutal.
knees got to be hard for golf. I mean, that's just you feel like something's going to come apart when you're swinging.
That
And
rotation, bro. Oof. Tweaking that.
Honestly, it might have been another one of those weeks, Petty, where I was looking at him, to be honest.
Yeah.
What about
He might
guys?
have
What
came
about
out.
guys that have been like off, like Hovland, Fowler,
Oh, I
those
love
kind of guys?
Hovland.
Do you think those are
Yeah.
redemption, or do you think these are just fade them, kind of sleep back? I mean, even guys like Tom Kim. I mean,
You know
they're
who I like
higher up on that list.
who I like at the dead bottom of it, man? Low key is the Cooch. They're sleeping on the
Oh,
Cooch,
Oh
yo.
man, he
I
could
feel
just
like they're
have one
putting some
weird day. He
yeah, they're
can.
putting some disrespect on him. He's at the bottom. I said,
I
Yeah,
love
oh,
Cooch. I love
come on,
Cooch, but
I
Cooch.
just think he's too old to compete with the
it
boys.
is a big boy long course. Like I do think, although there are a lot of like dudes that we like typically that are probably lower in the barrel this week, I do think it's going to be one of these big boys that comes out, big name
Yeah.
guys.
Jake Knapp could have a
Jake
nice
Knapp.
showing because he's off the tee guy. He's got some range. I think, not to shout out every fucking golfer, but just pointing out like what their high points are for why we would want to pick them. Tony Finau's big off the tee. So it's like big off the tee guys like that you want to look at. I'm not saying pick them. I'm just saying look at them, go do some other research, see what they're about. But that's what I would go for. I like Brendan's boy here, Malnati, man. That could be a great pick for the week. I think him in a top 20 would be a great pick. I like our boy JT, the postman. I like him for a top 20. So those would be my like two top 20s that I think would be stuck in there. Brendan's boy and my boy there, I'll take for my top 20s. And then for a winner, for me, I'm going to shout it out. I'm going with Brendan's boy. I'm going with Thigala, man.
Oh shit, brother.
I'm jumping on the train. I want Shoffley to win it with my heart, but I just don't think he's going to win because of his plague that he doesn't win. But I think little
Wow.
Sahith, I think he's the winner this week.
Wow.
I
I
think
did
he's
not
got the
see that coming
range.
from you, bro.
I
I
think
did
he's
not
got
see
the
that.
chipping, the wedge. I think he's got everything, man. I think he's got what
That's
this course takes.
sexy. That's sexy, dude.
Yeah, to me, Wyndham Clark here is like it's like if Scotty's not playing, that's who I'm gonna have to pick after him. But I feel like he's like a lock, even if not to win, to place high. He's been playing consistent golf, and like that's why I see why he's up there at the top now. I look at it like through all 4 days, he's gonna probably be
Yeah.
consistent. I look at it like it's tough to like go
Playing
against.
great golf lately.
Yeah, great golf. Go against him. It's tough. I always look at like, is it worth fading this dude who's playing good golf right
You
now?
can't fade guys that are on a hot streak in golf. You really can't because
Yeah.
you can just keep playing well and keep playing well. If the energy's there, your swing's on.
Your body's good.
Think about
You're
it. We go through the
healthy.
same things as amateurs, as like whatever people. We just play golf. It's us. We're out there, and our game goes through ebbs and flows. So does theirs. If they're in a hot streak, they're playing really well for a few weeks. They're going to keep going. So, you might get that one tournament where they don't, but I would keep riding with it until they don't.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Scotty was a nice run.
Yeah, and golf is one of those things where you can just throw a couple
Financially, it was a great
a
run.
couple coins on it, and you got yourself a little profit. Like golf is one of those things where it's not like other sports where you have to bet on a team and it's like minus 100 is the odds. It's like these odds are a lot better for golfers, and so it's fun to throw $1 or $2 or whatever you got on it.
If I'm Scotty's caddy, I would have been making triple what I was making. I'm betting on him on top of it. I'm like, you're watching this dude play. You're like, how
I'm
are we
sure
not
it's
gonna
against
take
the
it?
ethics
dude,
code,
you'll
but I'm
be-
sure he has
You'll
friends
be
that
the
help
next
him.
Oshanti or Ohanti, whatever his name is.
I'm like, bro,
Um,
we're gonna win it every time, bro. I'm like, there's no, you can tell. Like, geez,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a lot of
Otani's
money.
translator.
Otani, yeah, my bad,
Yeah.
my bad.
His translator was
couldn't
betting.
think.
Yeah, what they said like $6 million
It's
or
crazy.
something.
A shit
Stole
ton,
from
dude.
him?
I think
It
it
was
was
a
like
lot.
covering like 20 million in losses or some shit like
That
that.
dude bet more than some of these guys' whole salary, their whole
Dude,
career.
Yeah, that's
wild,
another level, man.
Wild.
Well,
That's crazy money.
so Brendan, shout out your quick picks, and then Anthony's gonna fade us out, segue us out.
Yeah, honestly, I like all the guys you already named. I'm not going to reiterate them. Two guys we haven't really mentioned though, Rory and Homa. They've both won this event multiple times, and each of them did it once here at Quail Hollow. So they got some good course history there. I like that. But yeah, I went a little bit big name, well known, but a little bit of curveballs. I like Siwoo Kim and Cam Young as a couple sleepers.
Oh yeah.
And then I think I was leaning that way too. You kind of shifted me away from him, but I'm gonna keep holding steady. Sahith, dude, I think he might be my winner this week too.
Ooh.
All right,
like
cool. Yeah, me and Brendan going with the Gala for a little win here at
I'm gonna have to
Quail
take you guys
Hollow.
both down. I gotta take you guys both down.
And so, what do you got, Petty?
That's all right.
Oh man, since let me clear my throat so you guys can hear this clear.
Let me hear.
Yeah, I got Victor Hovland. I think he's gonna be the
Ooh.
winner to take it. I really do. And my top
Curveball.
20 lock, I'm gonna throw Eric Cole in there.
Wow. Okay. I respect the
telling you
Eric Cole
now.
top 20 lock. I think that's a solid
Rookie of the
move.
year, dude.
Workhorse.
Okay.
He's been pulling it
I mean,
out.
I've been cooking a little something, I've been on a little heater, so I think
Yeah.
it's worth a little sprinkle.
What
if
makes
got
you
a couple
think
bucks.
Victor? He's been kind of off late. I don't know.
Here, I'll say one thing about him before you give your reasoning, though, Petty. He's one of those guys that okay, so there's kind of two dudes in the game of golf and PGA specifically. One guy, he's struggling, but he'll just play through it and keep working through it until he gets to the end of it and figures it out and moves on. Victor's one of those guys that does not do that though. He'll stop, he'll not play in a few events, really work on his game, and then he'll come back when he's ready. I think it could be a situation like that where he's not played in a few events. He's been working on
Brendan
his
is
shit.
right. This is exactly how he does it, and he hasn't played since the Masters, which is almost a month ago now. So 3 weeks ago, basically. I think Brendan's right. So
You got to keep those points too. You gotta keep adding those points up throughout the year too. So
yeah,
even if if he's not gonna win, he's still gonna go out there and light it up.
He's
Now,
got to.
obviously, it's like Tiger too. I'm not gonna jump in here and play if I don't feel like I'm gonna win the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
that mentality.
Yeah.
It's that dog in him.
so
He got that dog in him.
Petty going with the Victor Hovland victory here. The victory. Wow.
I'll
Yeah.
even shout out a Shuey if he takes it all the way too, bro.
Wow,
Oh,
Shuey. Wow. So he's
Let's
gonna
go,
lock in
Vic.
Doubling
Victor
down,
Hovland,
dude.
Yeah,
dub,
bro.
Shuey. If that's what happens, he's
Bring
gonna
it
shoot
home.
the boot.
Bring it home, Victor.
Bring
That's
it home,
wild.
Victor. All right, boys.
Don't
Holy
be
shit.
surprised if you see us here next week.
There you
It's
go.
gonna be a good one.
Hey,
Yo,
if you have to
I
shoot
got-
2 boots in 1 year for this, I mean, that's pretty impressive, man. You got to start
Dude,
putting in some
Might
big
keep
bets.
it going. He's
Tell you right
welcome
now.
to proxy in for me at any point in time for that Jake Knapp and the back-to-back Scotty, which we both called though, right? So you got
Yeah.
a couple if you want to throw down some.
Ooh-wee. You ain't
Yeah.
saying nothing but a word.
Hey, shout out to our picks. I hope we do well, and see you guys next week.
Hey,
Make it
I
happen.
got something on tap tomorrow. Playing a member guest at Oasis with a couple boys.
Hey,
Scramble.
I'm excited. I like where the momentum's going. I get a little pressure relief playing with some other guys. It doesn't matter if I hit a bad shot, right? So I'm excited. We're hitting full swing of the golf season here in Ohio. I got a lot of shit on tap. So
You're representing good lives when you're out there. Just remember
yeah,
that.
you remember that, and then just make sure you shoot low
Keeping up with the
because
brand.
next week we're asking you what your score was. So,
hey, that's all right. I'll be honest about it.
all right. All right, guys.
Boys, on
Cheers.
to the next one.
That's it. Quail Hollow it is.
Oh, what? Titties?
It is.